Okay, and share the screen again. Okay, well, so people's name.
Okay. Write down the name when you first meet.
Okay. Write down or think of.
Write down, think of. Mm,
Because
Yeah, think
it's
of.
yeah, think of is better, I think. It's too hard to write down. For example, John, for example, it's too hard,
Yeah.
You have you need to have a notebook in order to write all places. So I think of the place is better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, think
and
of place when you first meet.
yeah.
First met.
Okay, and
Uh, think of something special about the person.
okay, and
Uh, Try to remember the first letter of the name, right?
that's great. Very good. Okay,
Right.
important numbers.
The number. Break the number down into smaller numbers.
Great. Anything else?
Write down the number. Hmm? Write down the number several times.
Really? Why? We don't have time to do it. Why?
Oh, no.
Right. So I say, what are you doing? I'm writing my friend's phone number. No, it doesn't work. I don't think so. Well, just once is okay. So write down the number once is okay,
Okay.
normal, but
Down.
yeah. So what several times a bit weird. Okay. And English
Write down
vocabulary.
the number. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Highlight the new words.
Very good.
Look at example sentence in a dictionary
Good.
and say the new words aloud several
Okay.
times. No.
Yeah. No. But let me say, the best way to learn English vocabulary is to use vocabulary and sentences,
Just
not
use
right. Yeah, of
the
course. This is, write sentences. Of course, you can say, I tell to all my students, just use new words and phrases that you learn to make some sentences. For example, you are brushing your teeth, just make something. Okay, you are looking at the mirror, so just make some sentences using, and no matter if these sentences are really meaningful,
yeah,
just try to use them, and this is the best way to learn and memorize the words in English.
English.
Wow. Okay, so do you
Yeah.
have a good memory for actually about people's faces? Because I have a really bad memory. I can't remember people's faces appearance, especially after, for example, first meet or something like this. I can't remember. How about you? Do you have a good memory about faces?
Uh, m- Me too. I don't have. I can't remember the face and the name.
Oh
Of,
yeah, of
yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course. And sometimes
Yeah.
people consider it as a rude behavior. For example, sometimes you don't remember that
Yeah.
person, and the person think that you're really rude because you didn't look at
True.
her or him,
Yeah.
and it's not good. I even can't remember them. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good. Well, okay. And tell me, so which one, of course, we have some tips that help us to remember some things. Which one is the best way, you think? You think this one is really practical?
Practical. Oh. Mm, yeah, for the number, I think break the number down into smaller
Yeah,
help
of course.
us to remember easily. Yeah.
First, well, and for people's name and English vocabulary.
And for English vocabulary, yeah. Mm, maybe highlight the new words and yeah, and using and using it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, actually, let me write something. So we learned three words, really three verbs that are really useful. So the first one, remember. After that, remind. After that, memorize. And of course,
Yeah.
forget is easy, so I'm not going to write
Memorize.
it. So remember, remind, and memorize. And they are different, you know. So when you say remember, you recall, remember something, you recall something. Okay. When I say remind, it means I
Yeah.
make you remember something. So I make you remember something, and memorize means saving information.
Person.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. So and as you can see, for example, can you see phone numbers structure that we learned? Phone numbers are easy to remember, but passwords are difficult to remember. So you can use this structure that is really, really easy to use it. Well, okay, let me check. And okay, well, now let me close this one. I don't need it anymore. And let's go back to, like, okay, wow. Okay. So, what is this? Some friends are talking about ways. Oh, we listen to, yeah, of course, to this audio track. So, this was actually, this book is really interesting. This book has some parts in common with another book. So listenings are the same. So something that we listened just now actually is this listening, this audio. It's really interesting. Well, okay, so we did
Okay.
this part, but another book and okay, answer the questions. Well, so uh what things are easy or difficult to remember for you, of course? It's if it's difficult to you or it's easy to you to remember.
Oh. What's saying? Yeah.
Names, of course, as you said, people's names.
Yeah, people know. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
People's name.
of course. So it's difficult. So it's difficult. So you can say there are
It's
two
a
ways.
it's
Mm-hmm. Say.
yeah, okay. It's difficult to remember people's name,
Mm-hmm.
people names. Yeah.
Of course. So, and you can say it's difficult, or as we saw in the other book, you can say, for example, people's names are difficult to
Name.
remember. So you can say this, you can use this
To remember.
structure.
Yeah,
So both of them are correct. So you can
yeah.
begin, you can start your sentence using it's, or maybe the object that you're going to talk about. So what is important? Well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
okay, how easy for you to remember these things? So, for example, uh, oh, email address, birthday. Oh, I can't remember. Do you think a good friend should remember, his or friend's birthday all the time? And if someone forgets someone, for example, her or his friend's birthday, is not a good friend.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, it it's difficult to remember.
Yeah, of course. It's
Yeah,
really difficult,
it's
birthdays.
it's going to remember the birthdays.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. And I have a really bad memory about birthdays. I can't remember them. Well, well, so
Right.
directions to get somewhere. So, how easy? Is it easy or difficult to you?
Our email address is difficult to remember.
It's difficult to
To
remember.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, oh. So tell me, have you ever lost your keys?
Yes. I used to. I used
Yeah.
to lose my keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you ever left your
Uh,
wallet somewhere?
yes.
Yeah, that's
I
that's really good.
I lost I lost in the train in the yeah, in train in
Yeah,
Japan we use train. Yeah.
yeah, of course.
So yeah, lost
So, and have you ever forgotten your passwords?
password. Yes.
Yeah,
Uh it's difficult to remember.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Of course. Well,
To
let's
remember the password.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, I know because we have this, the same password for all applications. Everywhere I use the same
Perfect.
password so that I
Yeah.
don't forget them. Well, let's read this dialogue, the last part. Okay, you want to be Alex or Sam?
Okay, I'm Sam. Okay.
Okay, so I begin. I'm getting a bit forgetful recently. It's a bit difficult to remember where I put my keys or my wallet.
Don't worry much. I think the reason is because you are quite busy this week. I sometimes forget things too.
I hope so. But yesterday I was 10 minutes late for a meeting with my customer. I almost forgot about it. And my boss was so mad at me.
Really? That doesn't sound good at all. I think you should write down on of the important meetings or set the alarm so that you won't miss anything.
I also think so. I don't want it to happen again.
Sure, in my opinion, you also need to keep everything in order so that it's gonna be easy to find them. For example, a small basket to hold your keys and wallet.
That's such a great idea, Sam. Thanks, it's bunch. Thanks a lot. Thanks a bunch.
Uh, thanks. My pleasure. I'm glad that I can help you.
Okay, that's great. Well, so do you have any issues, any questions related to this part? And as I told you, just thanks a bunch is used instead of thank you so much. So they are the same.
Fine, man.
Yeah, thanks a bunch or
Thank you
thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Oh,
Yeah, they
yeah.
are the
Okay.
same. Okay, do you have any questions, any issues
Yeah.
related to this part?
Okay. No. No more.
Well, okay, that's over. That was a great time again. Thank you and have a great, great
You.
night.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome. Okay, let me
So,
stop.
goodbye.